Okay, Colin and Perry's blogspot live. We're at a place called Monk's Ditch in the Cotswolds, and I'm going to tell you a little story now about our friend the deer. This here is possibly the last time that he went to the toilet. As you can see, this is still very soft, very pliable. There's a little few hard pellets in there, but probably about less than 24 hours old. Now, as our friend the deer came this way, down here, he obviously met with a bit of a problem. And is it just there? Yeah. He met with a bit of a problem about this point, we reckon. Could have been slightly early. Oh, there's, yeah. Okay, we'll go back. As you can see, yeah, here we go. There's a little bit of deer fur here. I wonder what he caught that on. Well, there's no barbed wire fence around here, and there's not anything sharp or... But if we go a little bit further, we've got a little bit more traumatic than that. Because our friend the deer, obviously, this is congealed blood, obviously came off rather the worse. God, and it was a shame you can't smell this. Came off rather badly. Something happened. Now, he could have been shot, but I doubt it. Why was that tuft of fur over there? Could have been blown out from a cartridge. But no, I don't think so. And if we go further down here, into this area, we are greeted by a swarm of flies, because the first thing we find here, and I'm going to hold my breath while I'm talking if I can, because this is, you need smell-o-vision to get this, it's beautiful. This here is, I believe, its stomach, or maybe it's, there's intestine coming off there, but yeah, that's the stomach. We follow it down here. There's more. That's actually part of its intestine. God, Struth. Oh, I'm going to gag. But we follow this. Excuse me, you need a strong stomach to do cryptozoology. If you come around here, a little bit further, we find out that our friend the deer, I've got to be careful, there's a load of wasps in here. Our friend the deer came off rather second best to something. That's his spinal column and his rib cage, which is absolutely shredded. I mean, this could be secondary predatory animals coming in, foxes and badgers that have had a good old chew. But what makes us a little bit sceptical of that is when you come here and see that that's the top of his leg, and you can see the whole leg coming down here. But that top bit has been absolutely mashed, and there's a lovely V-shaped print through there. Maybe that was where an incisor was biting down, but I'll tell you what, whatever did that I wouldn't want to meet. And the other thing that we found rather interesting is we found our late friend the deer's ears, and they've been really chewed up. That's not cut with a knife, I don't think. Just doesn't look very strange. The other ear, by the way, when we found it earlier, was over in this direction. We've actually moved it over, so we just knew where it was, because it's actually quite difficult finding things actually in this area. It's all a bit flattened now. It was actually flattened quite a bit when we came down here, and that's how we noticed it. Colin got the first spot on the hair at the top there. Well done, I was sleeping. But then I followed my nose and we came down here. But it was the flies that were the biggest giveaway, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. There were clouds of them, and there still are. And I think we might wander off now at one of these trails and see what happened to the rest of the deer. Colin, what do you reckon? How long ago do you reckon that was done?
It's fairly recent, isn't it?
It's
because
fairly
of the
recent.
flies. It hasn't
Within
gone
a
the
couple
full
of days?
cycle with the maggots. Yeah.
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 So how long would the maggots take to...
Well, the flies lay the eggs, and you get the maggots come out and feed on the carcass.
Yeah. How long does that normally take?
Depends on the weather conditions.
Yeah.
I would say this has got to be the last few days, I would have thought.
About 2 days?
2-3 days.
2 or 3 days, okay. So there you go, crime scene, Cotswold. Be careful out there.